As we move towards the end of yet another year, I've had an overwhelming response from some colleagues and also some people all over the world for this Making the Most of a Year resource. And what I'd love to be able to do is, leading up to the year and it closing out, is just to offer you this document that I've put together and been using for a number of years myself, with a lot of my colleagues, my team right now in the church that I lead, and a number of really clever people doing a lot of significantly exciting things. It's called the Making the Most of a Year package. It's got teaching and slide decks and a number of other things that go with it. But what I'd love to do is make available to you this PDF. You can fill in the gaps and actually use it to design your best year ever. And I'm thrilled about being able to offer it to you. Really, it starts out with saying, if you were to bump into yourself on December the 31st next year, and you'd be delighted to meet you, who would you be and what would you have done? It's not a new question, but maybe this is a new structure. The workbook then takes you through this place that says, well, what themes do you want to focus on? Is it relationships? Is it finance? Is it professional development? Is it a give back element of your life? What areas do you want to actually build into your life over the next 12 months to grow in? A man that I follow greatly, and he says a lot of wise things. His name's Rick Warren, and he said you can do less in 1 year than you think you can, and more in 10 years than you think you can. So I want you to imagine an invitation into a journey of 10 1-year lots, where you're designing the kind of life that you want. You're being intentional around the themes and the focus and the energies that you'll put into things. The document then goes on to give you a breakdown into 90-day sections, and you'll have 4 of those across the year, and then you'll be able to look at each 30-day section in the 90 days. And what you'll notice as you do this is you'll get greater clarity, you'll get a lot more energy, and you'll get a really significantly stepped up commitment to have your best year ever. I've also included in this presentation this obviously training video briefly, the teaching that I gave the staff that I lead, I pastor a church, and we've got a staff, and we sat down and I taught them for about 40 minutes on how to grow personally. And also an interview I did with a buddy of mine, Taki Moore, on how to make the most of making the most of a year. I hope it serves you. There are other resources that you can get, but really the response, not just from in Australia, but from around the world, has been quite overwhelming. And I just wanted to put this out there as a gift from me to you just for a short while. And I'll look forward to hearing about how next year really is your best year ever. Talk to you soon. I'm Rowan Dredge. Thanks for stopping by on this episode of Leader Shift.